Ah! Says I got 4 hours, 27 minutes, and 9 seconds of record time on here. I don't think I'm recording that time. That amount of time, I mean. I'm going to stir the pot a little bit on this one. There we go. I'm going to stir the pot up a little bit this time. Except for people talk about it a lot here lately. My computer is dirty. But yeah, let's stir the pot up a little bit, shall we? Show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Good. Good stuff. Good stuff. This right here. Notice right there. Notice right there what it says? It says beer. I do this every once in a while to put myself to sleep. This is the first one I'm drinking today. The only one I'll be drinking today. Well, yeah. Only one I'll be drinking today. But there's some people out there that will say that I'm doomed to hell just because I'm drinking one of these. You do know that Jesus didn't turn water into Kool-Aid, right? And the Bible doesn't say anything about not drinking. It just says don't drink unto drunkenness. So, what gives you the right to judge me for drinking one of these? I have a 6-pack of these and I drink one a day. And that's me 6 days. Sometimes longer than that, because there's times I put them in the refrigerator and I completely forget they're there. So I don't even drink them. But who's to say I'm less of a Christian just because I drink this? Just because I drink one a day? Who's to say I'm less of a Christian because of that? Who's to say I'm less of a Christian if I smoke a cigarette? Which I do. I do smoke cigarettes. You know. But who's to say I'm less of a Christian because of that? And yeah, I'll admit I do cuss every once in a while. I don't on here. But I do cuss every once in a while sometimes. Who's to say I'm less of a Christian because of that? That's the problem with today's world. There's a lot of people out there who are quick to say that you're going to go to hell because you're drinking a beer. You're going to go to hell because you cuss. You're going to go to hell because you smoke a cigarette. Or, the biggest one I get, go to hell because I have these. Because I got tattoos. What makes me less of a Christian for that? I want to know. Comment below. You know, what makes me less of a Christian because I drink a beer, smoke a cigarette every once in a while, and cuss every once in a while. I'll admit, I know it's wrong, but, well, the cussing part, I know it's wrong, but, and the cigarettes ain't good for you, and I ask forgiveness for it, but, you know, what makes me less of a Christian because of it? Who's to say that, you know, I can't do this and still reach people for God? You know, everyone, you know, in today's world, a lot of people that call themselves Christians, they're so quick to point out what you do wrong and not what you do to help for the body of Christ. They're so quick to point out your mistakes and not recognize what you do right. It seems like, that's why I tell everybody, I live the way that the Bible and God tells you to live your life. I don't live my life the way that the church tells you to live your life. Because, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, there are some true churches out there. I know a few people that are pastors, and they are true pastors. They are true good people. Because they don't care if they offend anybody. They don't care what people think. They preach the Word of God. If you're out there and you're trying to witness and you don't want to say a certain scripture, or even if you're preaching, but you don't want to preach about a certain thing because you're scared of offending people, you're not doing your job right. If you're scared of offending people when you go to witness someone, you're not doing your job right. If you're stressing in life because you want to live so perfectly, you're not doing it right. We're human. We screw up. It's just the way we are. We're sinful creatures. We screw up. But by the grace of God, He can save us by His blood and we can go to heaven. By the grace of God, we can ask for forgiveness and make heaven. But there's somebody out there that say because you cuss, because you drink a beer, because you smoke a cigarette, you're going to not make heaven. Who's to say you're less of a Christian because of that? You know, let's stir the pot. Let's get people shaking up. Let's get people woken up. It's just, I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing so-called Christians out there like, I'm so perfect, but you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong. But I'm perfect. I don't make any mistakes. I struggled with it in the past, something to be around it. That's okay. If you have someone doing something and you struggle with it in the past, yes, don't go around it. It's just human nature. I had some people tell me that I was going against God because I went to witness at a strip club one time. I know people that go witness at strip clubs. And it's funny, one of this was a so-called Christian group on Facebook, and even a so-called, okay, sorry, even a so-called pastor, excuse me, I guess I could say instead of sorry, even a so-called pastor, listen to this, that's one of my witnesses, we're at strip clubs, I've witnessed at bars, I've witnessed at other places, and he's like, do you think Jesus really wants you to do that? Do you think Jesus really go to where the sinners are to witness? Dude, do you not know what Jesus' ministry was? Do you not know what he was doing? How dumb are you? If you're saying that Jesus wouldn't go to sinners to witness, how dumb are you? It just makes no sense to me. A lot of these people out there is like, I'm a Christian, but yet they don't live the way they need to. Or they're so quick to point out everything that you do wrong. But yet, and you know, it's like, you do this wrong, but yet they're so perfect because they're not doing any of this. You know, it's like, or they think that, you know, you're here in Christianity, and they're up here, because they don't smoke, they don't drink, they don't cuss, they don't do this, they don't do that, so they're up here in Christianity and you're down here. This not how this works, people. We don't, it's not how it works, and I don't see this, you know, how it works, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. Anything I say, y'all, man, correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, I just haven't noticed there's a big thing of blackness that's from another sock that came out in the dryer. I notice random crap like that. Yeah, I do this, help me relax, help me go to sleep sometimes. It's only one. It's only one per day. It's like I said, you know, like I said before, I know I repeat myself a lot sometimes, but like I said before, the Bible doesn't say don't drink, it just says don't drink into drunkenness. And, you know, Jesus didn't turn water into Kool-Aid. So, you know, like I said, look at that. Perfect shirt to be wearing when I do this. I love my shirt. I got it at a store called Mardell. But yeah, let's stir the pot up. We need to stir the pot up. We need to wake people up. Like I said, what makes me less of a Christian because I drink one of these? What makes me less of a Christian because I smoke a cigarette? What makes me less of a Christian because I cuss every once in a while? It's just words. I'm not cursing God. I'm not cursing my fellow human beings. I'm just using words. It's like POD, they made a song with that. And the guy, even POD, is like, you know, these people are making such a big fuss over one four-letter word. All these stuff going on in the world, that they're making such a fuss out of one four-letter word. You know, there has been some bands I've seen that have fallen away from Christ because that's predicted. They say that there's going to be a great falling away from the faith, and that's happening right now. That's being played out before our eyes. But yeah, it's just that I'm getting tired of seeing that in the Christian world. Well, what people say is the Christian world, how they say they love God, they do this, they're so perfect, but yet they look at you and like, you do this wrong, you do this wrong, you do this wrong, you do this wrong. You need to fix this, and this. And you look at them, it's like, well, what about you doing this? About you doing this? No, man, I'm good. Okay. What gives you the right to say that to me? That's between me and God sometimes. Some of the stuff that someone wants to say you're doing wrong, that's between you and God. If something you're doing is not getting between you and your walk in God, then how is it wrong? See, that's why I think that church is the problem. That's why a lot of churches are the problem. It's not, you know, there are the churches that are true and good, yes, but some of these out there, they have the people so, I guess you can say, so brainwashed and so screwed up on the faith that, you know, like there's a preacher that I've seen before that he used to be an alcoholic. I used to be an alcoholic myself. That's why I restrict myself to one of these a day, because I was an alcoholic. Now, because of him being an alcoholic, he's got it drilled into his head that he'll never drink again, it's against God, whatever, but he's got all his church people believe in the same thing. So if you're doing that, you know, of course there's someone else that goes to the church, I'm not naming names or anything, but there's someone else that goes to that church that they say that they know for a fact they will be left behind when the rapture happens. Because they believe that God's going to leave people behind to witness on the earth. I'm like, no, that's not exactly how this works. Yes, some people that think that they're good Christians will get left behind. And yes, you can get saved throughout the tribulation. It's not going to be easy. After the rapture happens, you can get saved, you can live for God, and it's not going to be easy, and you're most likely going to have your head chopped off and die for Christ. That's just how it works. Read the Bible. It tells you in the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, Revelation. The other thing, why do not many churches teach out of Revelation anymore? It's like it's a book that people are scared of. It's weird. It's weird. But yeah, I don't know, just random thoughts in my head. Just random things like the church has so many people so screwed up in the head that they have them seeing this. You know, you see this. This is how you live. This right here. They don't see the world. They don't see this happening, this happening. They just see this. This is how you live. This is what you do. Some of them are even doing this because they're walking blindly following lies. Look at the many followers of Joel Osteen. They're walking blindly, not even realizing it because they think they're hearing the truth. Take it as you will. Just my thoughts. The way I see things, the way I think about it. Till next time, y'all. I'll be back.